Welcome to California Edition. I'm Brad Pomerance, and we are joined today by Ramon Alvarez. He is a member of the California Motor Vehicle Board, also is the proprietor of Alvarez Lincoln Jaguar in Riverside, and he is the pioneer behind Echo Center. It's a company of which I am not particularly familiar, but I am now. And sir, it's hard to deny that you're a pioneer. I mean, you truly are a pioneer in a space that I didn't even realize was so vibrant. Talk to us about the low-speed space.
The low-speed space exists in a market where you have cities that have vehicles that drive in the city. You have communities, gated communities that go from one side of the street to the other.
Right.
Senior citizens. Colleges and universities that use gasoline vehicles where they can use an electric vehicle and cut their costs by almost 99%.
What does low speed mean? There's a specific definition.
Yes, low speed means 25 miles per hour maximum in the state of California.
And that is a regulatory scheme which we have in this state. There's medium speed, that's another scheme of 35 miles an hour.
Correct.
Right now we're a low speed state,
low speed,
as you described. So you, over the last 5 years, have been working to bring these low speed electric vehicles to market. Your first client, the city of Riverside, Ron Lovers, the former mayor,
yes.
An icon himself. Talk to us about what happened in July of 2010.
I get my first shipment of cars, and my first phone call is to Mayor Lovers. Him being the leader in the environmental world. Riverside is the #1 city in the e-commerce, in the e-vehicles in the country.
And it's been named a green city year in, year in, year out.
Yes. So I call Mayor Ron Lovers. This is Mayor. I have something for you that I want to show you. He comes down in 15 minutes. I show him our Echo truck. He says, can we drive it? We drive it. He gets on the phone and calls Brad Hudson.
Yeah, who's the former city manager.
Brad, how many should we buy?
Wow.
Brad says 3. The mayor says 6. The mayor wins. And I deliver 6 cars to him.
And let's be clear, there are, I think it's 4 Echo Center vehicles, is that right?
Correct.
The Echo E, which is a car.
A car, little 2-door car.
Echo Truck.
Echo Truck.
Echo Van.
Echo Van.
Echo Motorcycle.
Yes.
So, but what's unique about this, and it really is its selling point, is it's specifically low speed, 25 miles an hour. It maxes at that.
That's it.
You do not go on the freeway with this vehicle.
No, get run over.
But it would appear to me that in certain cities in this state, this would be golden.
For example, Riverside, because we're a close-knit community, we're connected through the streets, not the freeway.
Right.
The desert.
I think of all those gated communities, instead of the golf carts that you're sitting there going 8 miles an hour.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to have a C-track that's going to connect all 8 cities via a low-speed mechanism, freeway, if you will. That's going to connect the Coachella Valley.
Oh, so
internally.
That's a vision of yours.
No. It's going to happen.
It's happening.
It's happening. It's called C-track. Okay. Mr. Tom Kurt down there in Riverside is developing this. So San Diego, Point Loma,
sure,
Pacific Beach, Mission, anything that is in a beach, right, for a beach communities on the retail side. If you're a city or a county or a university, this is for you because you're spending $1,100 a month per month per truck.
And let's talk about the cost. So a standard vehicle, a Prius, of which I own, $35,000, $40,000, is that about right?
All right.
Yeah, about right. How much is an Eco Center vehicle?
An Echo E.
Echo, thank you.
It's $9,995.
So it's essentially $10,000.
No, $999.95.
Just to keep it simple. But what's remarkable about the product is that the cost to charge the vehicle is, I mean, look, electric vehicles, Teslas, the higher end brands, they're low, and that's its selling point. What's the cost?
Per month here in Riverside,
sure,
$5.
For the whole month, it's about $5 to charge.
Between $4.75 and $5.
You're charging at night?
Charging at night in a regular 110 outlet like you have right there.
Right, and so that's also interesting, sir, because I have thought about buying an electric vehicle, and California does have great incentives to put in a charging station in your garage, but it is a whole rigmarole.
It's to get a permit,
right,
and it costs $8,000 to $10,000. Our cars just plug into a regular 110 outlet.
So let's talk about, though, the vision, because as I said, you're on the motor vehicle board, you were the president. I have to think that, with that platform, being a successful dealer here in the Inland Empire, that people are starting to pay attention. That people are starting to look at this and say, well, the hybrid market's doing well. Although with gas prices dropping, I'm not sure where we go with that, but that's another conversation. Electric's starting to take off. We expect Tesla prices to come down a bit. But this, again, it's its own space.
This is its own complete different space over here. We don't want to compete in the freeway in the $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 range.
Right.
We're going to compete in an Eco-E under $10,000. In the truck and the van under $20,000.
Right.
And we have financing also available, but the electric car now is part of our automotive fiber.
It is. I think that's fair. No, I think it's fair.
Whether we like it or not.
So California, for better or for worse, has attributes, the list goes on. One of the lack of attributes it has is its regulatory environment can be challenging. And so I want to get a sense as to where California is in terms of allowing you to be the innovator you seek to be. California
is innovative. California is progressive. The governor just approved a $2.8 billion electrical infrastructure. And so it's the leader in the e-vehicle world.
But are you able, obviously you're selling, so the hurdles have not been too dramatic. But in all candor, and I've said this to you, 25 miles an hour feels like a pretty, that ceiling's pretty low.
It's definitely a paradigm shift.
Right.
But when you tell a city manager, I'm going to save you 99% of your fuel expense, they pay attention. With 100 cars, 6.5 million saved.
Sure.
With 250 cars, that's not a big number for a fleet city, 6.8 million savings. What
about, so you call California a low-speed state.
Correct.
There's another category, a medium
speed state.
Which brings us to 35 miles per hour,
35 miles an hour.
Again, I don't know the space, but I just inquire because I am inquisitive, I guess. Is that something that you hope California moves toward?
Eventually, yes. It's not a deal breaker for us because it's only 10 miles.
Right.
So 25 to 35 it's not a big deal. Would it help speed things a little bit? Yeah, but 25 is 25. And so in the medium speed world, that's not a big deal for us.
And regardless, 25 miles, 35 miles an hour, you're not going on the freeway, is that?
No, I'm not going to compete in the freeway up to right now because that's a whole different vehicle. That's a whole different market, a whole different cost. I want to make it affordable for the people that live and work in the same city, for the senior citizens that can't afford a senior car, for the cities, municipalities that can save 99% of their fuel and maintenance.
And what about safety? I remember when the smart cars came out, they're great looking, adorable cars. My wife, I want to get one of those, but they get crunched. Safety, just as safe as
smart cars I drive on the streets.
Right.
They're too little. We have a seat belt, we have lights, we have windshields, everything that the Department of Transportation requires us to have, we have.
Right.
Even our seat belts are American.
So safety, just as safe as any other vehicle.
Absolutely.
So where does one buy this type of car? I assume you're in Riverside, so that's where we are today. There's an Eco Center distributor close by. But what about statewide?
We're setting up dealership franchises now. Now that the city of Riverside passed the litmus test, if you will. In 4 years, the cars were at my back for service 3-4 times.
It's okay.
And so that makes it a workhorse now.
Right.
You went from a concern to why are they not calling to wow, this car does not break down.
You're going to come back in about 10 years. Because I want to hear where you are in 10 years. Because I have a feeling you're going to be somewhere great. As if you are not there now, but I want to hear what happens. His name is Ramon Alvarez. He is with the California Motor Vehicle Board. My name is Brad Pomerance. It's California Edition.